Yeah, Bradley Cooper! Bradley Cooper! Yeah. How we doing, basement of Florida? Yeah, that's good. If you don't know me, I'm Bradley Cooper. My new movie's out, A Star is Born. Have you heard of it? Heard of Star is Born? It's a great movie. I wrote it. It's about me driving across the country catcalling people. It's a really good movie. Actually, has anyone seen the movie? Has anyone?
As I expected.
Anyone not in Stoves who's seen A Star is Born? Oh. Hell yeah. Neither have I. This is going to be awesome. Hell yeah, we're going to get right to it. I'm Bradley Cooper. I'm an expert in improvisational comedy. And I'm going to talk about it, and then we're going to do some of it. How does that sound? So this show is going to have short form, which are like short little games, and then long form, which are longer, bigger improv things. And right now, we have a short form game called Survivor, so we're going to welcome 5 improvisers on the stage. So this game is a competition, and I control all the rules, and I don't know what they are yet. So these 5 people are going to do an improv scene, and at the end of that scene, I'm going to make one of them sit down based on an arbitrary rule I come up with during the scene, and then 4 people are going to do a scene, and then 3, until finally one person has to be on stage by themselves, which is hell on earth. Cool. Can we get a suggestion for these 5 people to do some improvisation? Pineapple are the world's favorite improv suggestion. Pineapple.
There's got to be pineapples down here. I'm telling you. We found gold. We found silver. Pineapples are next.
What's going on here?
Just normal pineapple hunting, you know?
You know that pineapple hunting is illegal in this area, don't you?
I've been pineapple hunting here for 20 years. I think not.
Well, the new law just came into effect right now. You're under arrest.
No, I'm only 12. You can't do this.
That's so bad. It's me, SpongeBob. Please, don't take these gunmen away. I need somewhere to live. I don't know. I think you're lost. We're above ground. Oh, shit.
You need to go back to the ocean?
Honestly, yes.
All right, it's this way. Let's go.
Okay. Try to just, all
Yeah,
right.
just jump.
Why?
For saving SpongeBob for free.
You didn't say SpongeBob.
We say SpongeBob.
If we hadn't been digging,
we helped.
we would have. You guys would never have found SpongeBob. You cannot take the credit.
Yes, we can.
I literally just returned
That's a
SpongeBob
court
to the
of
ocean.
law in Maryland.
Oh yeah? Well, what about the federal court? I bet the federal law is different.
Holy shit, see! What about these guys? Well, I'm back on already. Unfortunately, during that game, I thought, wow, SpongeBob is my favorite character of all time. And then Jack had to send SpongeBob away. Jack, you're out of here. Can we get another suggestion for these folks? Not pineapple. Airplane. That's what we go. Airplane.
Attention passengers, I hope you are enjoying your flight. We will be experiencing a little bit of turbulence for the next 20 minutes, so please sit down. Thank you very much.
We probably shouldn't have been flying in this weather.
I know, I mean, this hailstorm was probably something we should have waited out, but you know, we got places to be.
It's not a hailstorm, it's a meteor storm.
That's what that was? I wouldn't have agreed to do this. I thought it was just hail.
United told us to fly, but we shouldn't have.
Oh, no. I
This
knew it
is
was
awesome! Hey guys, it's us first class in the cockpit to the terminal. They shouldn't be in the cockpit.
Oh, God.
Did you hear what we just said? I heard something that sounded like we could die, but I don't know, I'm so relaxed.
We gotta do something
No,
to make...
first class passengers should never talk to anyone.
We're fine, we're good.
Oh,
All right, they won't tell anyone. We'll be good, we'll be
More
good.
champagne, please.
We're pilots. That's not our job.
It's failing. The radar is failing. Oh my God.
I have to call my wife and tell her I love her.
Oh wait, I thought you were gay.
Okay. Man, I had a Improv should always be done laying down, and that's a fact, and everyone knows that. So unfortunately, it's between you two. And I thought Danny was straight during that whole scene, so Sabrina... Can we get a suggestion for these three?
Farm.
Farm.
Ugh, so much yarn. Why did I choose to work on a farm? I could have just lived in Denver. Instead, I'm in Wyoming, working on this dang farm, making wool. Why aren't you working harder?
Because I have arthritis.
That's more like it. Come on, we gotta have 20 wool jackets made by the end of the day. Finally, another sheep. All right. Use your arms.
I can't. They're going stiff. Oh, no, Father, no. I didn't take my medicine this morning.
Just rip it off, okay? We need more wool. There is a sheep shortage in Wyoming. That should be enough for now. Just keep watch on it while I make more wool.
Now, don't you move, Johnny.
Okay, Steve. Wow, SpongeBob looked a lot like a sheep in that scene. Cool, unfortunately, I said child abuse. I hate to say it. No, you abused a child. You do, right? Can we get a suggestion for these two?
Pizzeria.
Pizzeria.
Did somebody order a 12-inch sausage?
Yeah, I'm feeling hungry.
All right, little girl. This was a...
Have you heard the petition? We gotta follow those Catholic Jesuit values. You guys, let's give it up for Maddie. She can do a scene by herself. A suggestion that isn't a food item.
Saliva. Saliva. Thank you. I'll give you $20 if you let me spit in your mouth. No, please, no. I am an orphan. But I'm so hungry. But I shouldn't. But I'm so hungry. But I don't know. I'm another orphan, but I'm the skeptical one. And I don't know about this. This seems weird. I might want to adopt one of you, but this is shady. I want to see what happens next. I still want to spit. I'm the dog. I'm the old person always be, and everyone thinks I might be dead, but I know what's going on. I'm the doorman. No one's coming. I'm gonna get adopted. He's got a point. Bye, kids.
Let's see. Give it up for SpongeBob the Musical. No longer.
And now we're going to play a game called New Choice. Oh, sorry, I should have introduced myself. Hi, I'm Lady Gaga. We're going to have two wonderful improvisers, Kara Hogan and Nick Catapano, come on stage. And we are going to give them, in one moment, a suggestion to start a scene. And then they will start the scene. And I, Lady Gaga, will be playing God in this particular activity. And whenever one of them makes a choice that I don't like, I am going to say, new choice. And then they will have to make a new choice for that scene. So can we get, please, a suggestion? High school reunion. Thank you.
the time has just passed. That's fine.
Oh yeah, 37 years, that's right.
37 years, we went to George Washington High School in Iowa. Boise, that's Idaho. I'm sorry. The memory, it just goes.
Okay, no one knows where we are, but we
yeah,
always know. I mean,
we know.
it's been so long. How are you doing? How are the two kids and your
Oh,
dog?
you know, the dog has passed, unfortunately. She was 15. You know, it was just old age, but the kids are good, Susie.
New choice.
The kids are bad. The kids are really bad. Susie just dropped out of college, and I don't know what to tell all the other ladies here because, you know, they're so judgmental here in Iowa. So I'm just not, I don't really know what to do.
Honestly, I never really thought it. Susie looked like she was going into pre-med. Everything looks so
Yeah,
super
New
well,
choice.
good. Susie looked like she was going into psychology. Everything.
New choice.
Susie just like, yeah, she's off.
I know. We tried, God, we tried.
We really did.
But
Really never did.
what about you, Philip? What about you?
Well, I've been running a successful prospecting business for a few years now, searching up ore, some fossil fuels like oil, and some fracked oil, and some gas. Business is booming as usual. We got
New choice.
Business is pretty bad. I gotta say. Well, really, we're one step away from bankruptcy, pretty much.
New
all the
choice.
time. Well, I've mortgaged my house.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Philip.
Yeah.
You know, we just have to put on a brave front for all of these
New
people out
choice.
there. We need to be open. We need to be open about our struggles because visibility is important.
We do. You know what? I like that go-getter attitude. Why don't you send Susie and yourself over to me, and you join in my prospecting business.
New choice.
I need you. Marry me.
I know we went to the prom together, but this is so much.
It's all very sudden. I know. But I've been thinking about this decision for about like.
New choice.
I'm really winging it right up. I mean, I've just been carrying this spare ring since the 15th high school reunion. Ring pop.
Yes.
New choice.
I can't. No.
Why not? Maybe it's expired, but like it's probably good. Ring pop. I work for.
I can't be seen romantically involved with a prospector of all people.
New choice.
Susie won't like it. She's so temperamental, you know, with the whole dropping out of college thing.
But didn't Susie also want to go into geology as a kid?
New choice.
Yeah. I understand. Oh, poor old Philip will never find himself a bride, not since.
New choice.
Poor old Philip will never find himself a fifth wife. What are the Mormons and Iowa supposed to do nowadays? Mormon prospectors. You break my heart, Clarice.
I'm so sorry.
New choice.
I am not sorry, Philip. I have to do what's right for me and the kids.
New choice.
I have to do what's right for just me because my kids don't matter. Who gives a fuck about Susie?
I cared about Susie. You know what? I did. And you know, what's called little Johnny Jr.
My deceased husband, John Sr.
I named my kid John Jr. after your deceased husband. I thought we had something going.
I really never made that connection.
Okay, I understand it might be an AFC kind of situation. Yeah, but I just don't. You know what? Okay, I understand. Some people just aren't cut out for love. I get it.
New choice.
You know what? I'm convicted felon.
And that's. And now let's welcome up an improv team, a long-form improv team called Talking Bread.
Hello, we are Talking Breads, and all we need is a one-word suggestion from you guys to inspire a monologue that's gonna get us
Orientation.
Orientation, thank you.
I was an orientation leader, so that was a time. And basically, if you don't know what an orientation leader is, that we're the people who force you into stupid games where you introduce yourself at the beginning of freshman year. We are also in charge of basically corralling you guys to get you to do the things that you're supposed to do, but we can't actually make you do anything because we have no power over you. Like we can't deregister you from your classes. We can't give you an F in any of your courses. It's like we have no power. But during orientation 2 years ago, I was like really frantic, like running around. I was like the only person in my group that like was able to like go and like know where things are because everyone else besides Casey, who was my partner, who's here, Casey knew what she was doing, but I was the only one else in our group that knew what we were doing. So we like always needed to run and get stuff for a group, and Casey stayed with the group. And one time when I was running to get stuff for the group, I tripped and fell on the plaza, and I just had a lot of blood running down my knees. And I basically like walked up to the like little freshman and I was like, "Hey guys, welcome to Fordham. I have blood all over me."
All right, young Rams, welcome to orientation. I'm Josie, your orientation leader, and we're gonna play a really fun game. It's called Have I Killed a Guy? So, what we're gonna do is you guys are gonna guess if I killed a guy or not. Yeah.
I think I played this at camp.
Okay, great. So we know the rules. So you can ask me some questions about a potential murder, and I'll answer yes or no.
Do you have a liking for dark alleyways?
Yes.
What's your favorite kitchen utensil?
None!
Okay. Are you squeamish?
Oh, no.
Oh?
The more blood, the better?
Oh, yes!
Sorry. Where do I get rid of the thing? Oh.
Hey, kids.
Go Rams!
This is my friend Joe. Not when I'm with the kid. Maybe we should, you don't have to take it. Okay, can you go do that? Okay, thank you. All right, that was just my friend Joe, just saying hello. But yes, was that interaction?
Hey, I was wondering what we're supposed to do with the bloody knife, you know, after you murder that guy.
Well, everyone, I think we have a pretty clear answer. Have I killed a guy?
Yes!
Hey, get back here.
Oh no. Hey, freshman.
What's wrong with you?
I'm just here. I got tied up at the store. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, are we doing circle time now? Okay. I mean, are you gonna ask me questions?
You're just like the upperclassmen.
I'm a freshman and I'm trying to be cool and you're embarrassing me right now, okay? This is my new friend, right?
Oh.
Oh, okay. Oh,
All right, settle down,
I
everybody.
respect
Settle
those
down.
space.
Hey, why are you so pale?
Oh, no reason. I stayed inside all summer.
What's all this red
This
right
is
here? I mean,
marinara.
I see you spill your spaghetti.
Yeah, I had some ragu.
Cut to him spilling his spaghetti.
Watch it, loser.
Hey, come back here. I have a time mistake. I'm trying to help you.
Come back.
Anyway, that's how it went.
You seem really tired though. Is everything okay?
Oh, there's a lot going on. You know, orientation is exhausting, especially being an OL. But enough about me. Let's play some games.
Are you sure? You just don't look too hot.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Okay.
You didn't see anybody follow me in here, did you?
No. Are there more people in our group?
Oh, I hope not. Yeah, that would be,
Oh, look. I think
Okay, I'm so happy that I chose Fordham as my first choice.
You look familiar.
That's funny. I don't think I've ever seen you before.
In my high school, maybe?
Oh yeah. What high school did you go to? I think the one back in Armonk.
In
The,
Armonk? No, I went to high school in Boise.
oh,
Cut
yeah.
to Armand High School.
Ooh, that's where I went to high school.
Hey, I'm a guy that suspiciously looks like that other guy.
I also suspiciously look like that other guy.
They all suspiciously look like each other. It's a musical. We all look like each other.
Just like me.
And we all look just like
Bitch, finish
Wow, guys, that was so great. Great job, guys. I have a few notes.
What the fuck?
You don't go here.
Shit!
You don't get it.
I'm an orientation leader. Do you know what that means?
No, can you explain it to me?
Yeah, it means I'm literally God.
Okay, Megan, I get it. You just want to one-up your roommate.
Yeah.
Because, I didn't get picked to be an orientation leader. So, if you could just, relax, please.
I was chosen by God. I am a prophet.
Cut to God choosing Megan.
Please, better food in the ram
You know, Megan, you've been an extra special girl, so I'm gonna grant you one wish.
God or Santa?
What's the difference?
Oh, God.
So, Megan, you have to tell me now, what is your one wish?
I want to be an orientation leader.
Bam! You got it.
I could have said world peace.
You could
I
have,
didn't.
but yeah, I'm like a genie, and once you say your wish, there's no going back.
Wait,
so-
actually, I probably should rethink that.
I'm sorry, Megan. Your time is done. I'm cutting you off now. I gotta go.
You sound like a game show host, God.
Well, where do you think they got them from?
What kind of drugs are you doing with Dan Patterson?
Fun?
That's a Dan Patterson doing drugs. So, I don't know if you guys just, if you guys could just maybe get some cocaine for the freshmen, something like that. Something to keep them engaged while we're setting up the next event.
Okay.
Do you know where to get cocaine? It's okay. I have some. You can borrow it for now. Just pay me back later.
Cut to orientation programming on cocaine.
On your knees, everybody. I am God. I'm your prophet. I'm your prophet. This is Fordham.
Yeah, it's another musical. Prophet, yeah, a rap musical, just like Hamilton, yeah.
You say get up.
Yeah, okay. This is orientation and we're all on coke. So I'm gonna sing and I don't know any good jokes. Oh.
That's what I said.
It's time to testify.
Give it up for that! Oh my God. You guys, again, I'm Bradley Cooper, and it's a really good impression the whole time. Cool, we're gonna do this. Next game is called My Movies. The people in that game, get on the stage. This game's freaking crazy. crazy, you guys. These are my writers, Bradley Cooper's writers. We're gonna make movies right in front of your eyes, and they're gonna be based on your initials. So we're gonna grab some of your initials, and then we're gonna pitch movies with those initials, and then you're gonna see a clip from them, and then you're gonna hand me money at the end of the show. Cool. So what are your initials?
CB.
CB. Movies with the initials CB.
The name of my movie is Crazy Brontosaurus.
Okay.
And the premise of the movie is that there's this Brontosaurus that's just kind of crazy. And, he just roams around, just roams.
Okay, yeah, let's see a scene. I want to see it.
Whoa! What are you? I'm the crazy brontosaurus.
Oh, interesting.
Have you never?
I've never seen a brontosaurus walk that way.
You don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm being pretty spontaneous.
I'm crazy.
Intern, did you let out the brontosaurus again?
I did, I'm so sorry. He's gone a little wild.
Oh, man.
I don't know what to do. Do you have any, bait or something? I could, lure him into the,
Yeah, of course we have bait. This is a psychological treatment center where we treat brontosaurus that have certain mental health issues. It's fine. We care
Hi,
about
it's
them.
me, second intern, and not Brontosaurus in human clothing.
Scene! We don't know what that's going to be like. Let's do another movie. CB.
All right, my movie is called Canyon Boulder, and it's a documentary made by National Geographic where you watch. It's a documentary focused on two geologists, and their main course of study is watching sediment slide off of boulders.
Whoa, I'm high already. Let's see.
I'm sediment.
This is just fascinating, the way gravity acts upon these.
Let's consider the way the rocks feel one another. What is this piece of sediment feeling? How many ages of rock has it gone through before getting to this point?
I'm so old.
Fascinating sentient sediment. We can only communicate with him because we are the geologists.
Yes. Yes, geology, speak to us, geologists.
Yes.
This hurts.
Interesting.
I need to escape the
Rocks can
boulder.
feel pain. What does the boulder signify in your life? Is there someone, I'm getting a sense that there's someone in your life who perhaps recently was a larger boulder and got weathered down to a smaller boulder. Is that correct?
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, scene. And what you're feeling is called secondhand high. That's what that feeling is. Cool. What are your initials? BT? BT, movies with the initials.
My movie. Burnt toast. The greatest thing in this world. It's a movie about, burning toast all the time. And a man burning his toast all the time and can't seem to escape it. And in some way it devours him in a sad way.
An autobiography. Let's see.
Oh. Ready for my daily toast yet again.
Are you going to teach me how to make toast today, Dad?
Yeah, see?
Take the bread.
I trust
Put
you
it in the
so much.
toaster. I'm so glad. Okay.
You're good at it.
Fuck! Fuck!
Dad, you're saying bad words.
Come back for you, Daniel.
My life is ruined.
Dad,
Don't look at me, daughter.
you burnt the toast again?
Burn.
He sunk into the
I'm a failure
toaster.
of a parent.
We can't leave. We have to get Dad out of the toaster. He's burned his toast for the last time.
I am the
It
spirit
haunts
of
my
toast.
dreams.
Burn toast.
I think we should listen to the spirit of the burnt toast.
Speak, foul demon.
Yeah, years ago,
Uh-huh.
this man threw out an unexpired piece of bread. From that time, he was doomed henceforth to burn every
There
piece
was
of
only
toast he
one I
had.
needed to make a sandwich.
And scene. Do we gotta do some sandwich? BT, movies with BT.
My movie. Okay, so my movie movie is called Banana Turbulence. And it takes place in a world akin to Toy Story, but where everyone is fruit. And in this scenario, like all the fruit is having the same existential crisis because they're on the verge of expiring and they have to cope with their impending doom.
Holy shit.
I mean, as like a banana, I'm just not feeling quite right, you know? I feel like my life is going to expire soon and I'll turn brown and moldy and someone will make me into a banana cake. Bread, what is it?
Won't be banana bread soon. You might have a few days left in you, but I fell off the stem long ago.
How do you think I feel? I'm an avocado. I used to be so fucking expensive. But in about 10 minutes, I'm just gonna be brown mush.
I'm so sorry, man. Did he buy you yesterday?
Yeah, he bought me yesterday. I'm just a ticking time bomb.
He hasn't made guacamole yet?
No, he doesn't know how. He doesn't know how. He's so sad. He's so sad. You know, I feel bad for the guy, but he doesn't know. When I turn brown, I'm gonna explode.
Shit.
Yeah, we're all gonna explode.
Well, you know what? I'm a potato and I stay good for weeks. Fuck you guys.
And scene! Yeah, maybe veganism is actually worse to some creatures. Okay, let's get your initials, but even if you got a middle one, let's throw it in there. What? Okay. Are you gonna be okay? Okay, fine. CAC, moving to the CAC.
Can't access cats. It's about a man who really thinks he likes cats, but he just can't see them. He's not capable of interacting with them, but like he really believes it.
Okay. Yeah. I want to see.
Meow.
What is this sound I'm hearing?
Meow.
Meow.
I'm so excited.
Meow.
I feel
Meow.
like there are four-legged creatures.
Meow.
Those are cats. I'm hearing the words and they don't make sense. And do they bathe? How do they bathe?
They lick themselves clean.
That is about an abomination. What else is good about them? I feel they're all around me. Do I have I'm itchy. I don't know if I want to, but wouldn't they be like covered in secondhand saliva? I don't.
Meow.
I can't.
It's okay. We've been here before.
Oh my God, don't touch me! Oh my God, don't touch me! Meow!
Mom! That guy who can't see cats got sucked into the toaster.
Scene! Let's do one more with CAC.
My movie.
Oh, okay, sure.
It's called Cabaret After Christmas. It's about
We know what it's about.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to introduce tonight's post-Christmas cabaret. It is about depressing, dying Christmas trees and having a cabaret around them. Here we go. We have Clarice and Daisy doing their
I'm Clarice.
I am also a dying Christmas tree. See how my branches sag.
My limbs ache.
My body feels like it's becoming flammable.
The joy has left my needles.
Long gone are the popcorn strings and the cranberry strings and the shiny colored orbs that hang from my limbs.
My ornaments are dusty remnants of what they once were.
What does this mean about American consumer culture?
Christmas is a lie.
Is a proliferation of the Hallmark Corporation.
And scene!
Inspire an improv set.
Hell.
Sorry?
Hell.
Hell. Thank you.
Oh! Oh, I'm burning! Ow! Ow, this really hurts. Ow! Satan, where are you? Are you there? Oh, we should get you home. This is hell.
Yeah, sometimes people call this bar hell, like after a certain hour. You must be a Fordham freshman. How may I help?
Oh, I'm a sophomore?
Okay, so sorry. Look, I am a very friendly bartender, and I'd like to help you get home, but first you're gonna need to, like, help yourself a little bit. Do you remember where you are?
No.
No, you don't. Okay, that's all right. It's a good starting spot. Here, why don't you take a seat right here at the bar? Sorry, we disassemble all of our chairs on the hour.
Is
so
this like a one of those like bars with the gaseous drinks?
yeah, we could be. I did so well at bartending school, so yeah, some gaseous thing coming right up.
Cut the bartending school. All right, guys, today class is on assembling chairs. First rule of assembling chairs, assemble them before the bar opens. Repeat after me. Before the bar opens.
Out of the way.
All right. 10 seconds. Not bad. I want to be faster, though.
Okay. Do we take them off and then put them back? Do we have
No, you sit in that chair for 10 seconds and think about what you did.
And it should be like this, just like all over the place.
You! Where was your chair?
I had to.
A likely excuse.
Yeah, it was a bad excuse.
In the circle.
Sorry.
Sir, I thought about it for 10 seconds.
Okay, good. Now take it off stage.
Another question. Can I just leave the chairs overnight together and then in the morning just move them?
No. Every morning you must do this drill. Especially you. You really got to think about this, okay? You've been slacking in this class. I mean, what are you going to do when you actually own a bar?
I don't know.
You're just going to assemble them?
I want to own a bar so bad.
I know you do, but not with this attitude,
Yeah,
okay?
I know. My parents owned a bar, but they didn't teach me anything, and their parents owned a bar. It's just
Cut to your parents' bar. Oh. I love the chairs in our bar, honey.
I love the chairs in our bar too.
Are you guys ever gonna open? It's like 9 o'clock.
I think we give it an hour or two,
Yeah,
3,
Give it an hour.
4. Would you like some tea?
I love some tea.
Oh, I get it. It's a front for an illegal business. Oh,
Hi.
no.
Hi, I just really want a Jaeger bomb. Hi, Jaeger bomb. Hi.
Don't got those. Do you want anything more illegal?
Huh?
Do you want something more illegal?
Oh yeah, just a gallon of PC.
Dude, you gotta just show them your fake. Like before they ask, you just gotta show them.
I am an adult. My top button to show that.
I think he's standing on a phone book.
No, that's pretty convincing to me.
What? No.
No, it's just my insoles.
No, you
Can
see,
call
you gotta
anybody.
learn from these experiences so you can take over the family business one day.
Exactly. I mean, what are you going to do if this happens at your bar?
Not let them in. They're under 21.
Cut to this guy's party. Holy shit, dude, did you get it? Did you get the booze? Did you get the booze from the bar? You went and ordered all the booze and brought it to the party?
I do you one better. All right. So, whole milk. Instead of 2%. Whole milk. That's like a whole. Yeah, Daddy. Chuck. Woo! We don't have Oreos.
Dude, man, I think I'm gonna go home.
What?
I'm gonna go home.
Go home. It's 8:30.
My parents told me to call them if people were ever doing shit that I wouldn't feel comfortable telling them. And this is one of those. But I'm gonna go home.
Dude, you can trust me. I'm an adult. You seem like a buddy.
I would trust you more if you made him chug tequila. You just chugged a gallon of milk and you didn't even feel any sort of nausea.
Okay, fine. For you,
He's
we'll bust out.
lactose intolerant.
We'll bust out the hard stuff, okay?
Okay, cool.
Come back here.
What do you just called him back?
It's a gallon of PCP.
I don't know.
Liquefied?
Yeah, there was like the whole thing. I told you, and there was like the guy with the top button. It was a whole thing. Probably shouldn't be explaining my life story to someone who seems to be very drunk.
I'm licensed in psychology.
Sophomore in college.
This is my 17th bachelor's degree.
You never thought maybe of getting a master's at some point? Going back for more bachelor's degrees?
There's no draw for me for a master's.
No draw
No
for
draw.
masters.
No. 17 bachelors look much better on the resume.
Have you taken like the same basic English writing course 17 times?
Sometimes.
Cut to the same basic English course 17 times.
All right, we've got Joe. Joe? Who's in this class? Joe? Okay, all right. We've got Aaron.
Hi. Oh.
Yeah, wait.
Like Aaron G or something because I want to be the main Aaron. I'm Aaron C. Okay, I meant whatever your last initial was.
Aaron
but if you're gonna be like that.
Aaron C. Weren't you in my class last year? You passed. You got an A. Right?
Cut to the same interaction the third time.
All right, we've got James. James.
Here?
Okay, great. And we've got... God damn it!
Cut to the fifth time.
All right.
I like your pencil. Oh, thank you.
We got Karen.
Here.
Great. And no! No! Why do you do this?
To the 10th time.
Why? Why? Okay. You're trapped in a time warp! No! You gotta get out! You gotta get out! What if I get a master's degree? I live in a world where milk is alcohol.
What are you gonna do with that information? I think I'm gonna throw a party. Sounds good. Should get some of that alcoholic milk.
Anybody want milk?
Don't mind if I
Milk for all my students, especially you. 1, 2, 3. Cheers!
You already started.
So, hold up, because there's still some loose ends here. 17 bachelor's degrees.
Yes.
License in psychology.
Yes.
You're in your sophomore year of getting your 18th bachelor's degree.
Yes.
And you still are not 21. I'm assuming that. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not good at running a bar, and I know that you have a fake. So,
I was a very precocious child. Those 17 bachelor degrees were all finished in 1 year. So, and I started at birth.
at birth.
I am turning 18 in a month.
Wow, your verbal skills have improved so much since you thought you were in hell at the beginning of this night. Wow,
I can't hold my liquor.
you can't hold your liquor.
No. Feels
Like-
like burning.
Feels burning.
Burning.
Interesting. You know what? I'm a bartender. I've never had a drop of alcohol once.
That sucks.
Yeah. It's not that I can't. I don't know.
Have you tried?
What would happen?
Depends on the type of alcohol.
Fast forward to the first time trying alcohol. All right, 20 years after opening this bar, and I am gonna teach my boss how to drink.
Yeah, you don't have to rub your hands every time that you get an idea.
I'm just so excited. This is your
Okay.
first time,
Okay.
and you own this bar. This is crazy.
Okay,
It's crazy.
all right, so we put a line of it out right here and then take a sniff.
Uh-huh.
You're sure that's how we do it?
Absolutely. I mean, how many cocktails have you made in your life?
Like a lot, but with my eyes closed.
And this is what we do every time, right?
I think so. I don't know what happens when I close my eyes. It's a whole other world. Who knows? But yeah, we've got this whole little
Exactly.
trail
You
here.
drink through your nose, contrary to popular belief.
But with alcohol, right? Because I've been drinking through my mouth my whole life, and I don't. That sounds.
It just works in different ways,
With
okay? Eyes
alcohol?
open, eyes closed, ears open, ears closed, whatever
Ears
way you
closed.
want to think about it.
Okay, can you do it with me? I'm scared.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Thank
All right, ready?
Why are we putting our hands up? I thought we're just like all in, like
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Drinks on 3. 1, 2, 3. Drinks.
Drinks!
Cut to the 17th drink.
My nose hurts a lot.
Doesn't it feel great? I love drinking. Drinking's awesome. Isn't drinking just so awesome?
Why? Okay, this must be about how different people experience drinking in a different way. Because all I've done is burn the cartilage in my nose straight out, and meanwhile you have like spaghetti arms or something.
It's all good.
This message is brought to you by Alcohol EDU.
That's what I said!
Whoa! The clapboard!
Oh yeah, here we go. Figuring out what's next. Is everyone having a good time? Woo! Let's give a big round of applause for our expert panel. We got 3 experts coming up.
Good evening, yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kara Hogan, and I am the host of Expert Panel. I'm going to try to make my way to the stage with this microphone, which I feel like is very precarious. Okay, so here's how this works. We have a wonderful panel of experts here joining us today. So, what is this panel an expert on? Toads.
Ghosts.
They're an expert on toads. Great. What is this person's occupation? Mailman. Mailman, okay. What is this person's occupation?
Podiatrist.
Great. What is this person's occupation?
Chair enthusiast.
Chair enthusiast. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our expert panel on toads. Today we have 3 wonderful experts with us, and I'm just going to ask that they each introduce themselves, and then we will open the floor for questions. We'll start with you.
Hi, my name is Jennifer. I'm a Houston resident male person, you know. I think I recognize you. Jenny from 362. How are you? How are the kids? Okay, I'm sorry. I'll carry on.
Okay, we'll continue. Our next expert, please.
Hello, I'm William Bandersnatch. I'm Britain's leading podiatrist, and I first got into toad studies because of the direct correlation and relationship to the toe. And ever since then, I've been finding a way to combine these riveting fields to find a better way to better foot health through toads.
Wow, wonderful. And our last expert?
My name's Rex. I live in a swamp, and I love chairs and toads. Yeah!
Wow, what a wonderful, diverse panel we had today. So, does anyone in the audience have any questions that they would like our panel to answer? Yes, you over there.
Can you please describe, this is not more of a, can you please describe the first time you saw a toad?
Let's start with you, Jennifer.
Okay, well, one time, I was delivering mails on my first few times, you know, and I went down to Saddle Lane, right, and they have those marshy kind of areas, and I was walking down, and I opened the mailbox, and there was a little toad inside.
Oh my God.
Right, so I was like, I was gonna bring a delightful little package, but they already got a delightful little package, so I just threw the one I had away and left.
Wow, doctor, would you like to share your first experience with a toad?
Have you ever considered how closely a toad resembles the human foot?
I can't say I have.
Well, that's what went through my head the first time that I saw one of these beautiful creatures. It was just out hiking one day, and there it hopped along the middle of the path, and there I saw my destiny.
Wow, how beautiful. Rex, how about you?
Well, can I answer from that marble, beautiful 1932 chair right there?
Of course you may.
Well, ma'am, what was the question?
Can you please, in your own words, explain the first time that you
Oh, man. Okay, I was on the gram. I follow a lot of chair accounts, chair enthusiasts, and then I scrolled, I saw this little toad on a chair. I never saw anything that looked more right. So I was like,
I need more toad in my life, and I moved to a swamp. My chairs are all under this, whatever the body of water, lake, swamp, and I love toads.
Wow, thank you, Rex. All right, do we have any other questions for our experts? Yes, you right there.
Yes, it's been a hot topic recently about how toads are potentially taking over the job market from humans. How have you felt that in your respective fields, this encroaching toad opposition?
Let's start with you, Doctor.
I'd say that podiatry holds great possibilities to deal with this problem. And that's primarily enlisting the toad population that is rapidly expanding as the world's next generation of leading foot health practitioners.
Oh my god, well I mean, have you seen the cutesy wootsy little faces? Oh, I'd give one of those my job in a heartbeat, don't worry, I know my
And Rex, please.
I'm not gonna lie, that is a great point. Toads look good in chairs, but they make even better chairs, and that's hard for me. I can't compete with that sometimes, but I love them, so it's a chance I have to take.
Okay, we will take one final question from our audience. Yes.
What can we do to prevent toad extinction?
Wow, what a wonderful way to end. Rex, what are you doing?
Wow. Loaded question? Thank you for being brave enough to ask. I think we should give every toad a chair, because when you are in a chair, you are raised above. Everyone sees, everyone notices the chair. Everyone knows who's in that chair. And if we, one chair at a time, one toad at a time, we will keep toads living forever. Thank you.
Well, you know how Amazon's been doing that thing with Whole Foods lately, where you can deliver the groceries, right? I stop by the little Marchiaries on Saddle Lane, and I feed those little toadsies all the ham and everything that everyone buys. I mean, I think we have enough to go around, so I haven't had any complaints yet.
What an excellent point. And Doctor, we'll close with your remarks.
One word, feet.
Wow, so succinct. Well, thank you all so much. That was good.
Are you guys ready for the last game of the night? It's been a pleasure hosting as Bradley Cooper, but unfortunately a crime has been committed. That's right. Yeah, gasp. Yeah, it's real serious. Yeah, they're going to prison forever. Gabby Lennon committed a crime, but she doesn't know what crime it was, where it took place, or why she did it. So Gabby's going to head outside, and we're going to get those answers from you guys, and then our good cop and bad cop are going to interrogate her till we find out those answers. So Gabby, get the hell out of here. Bye, Gabby. Say boo, Gabby. Boo. Yeah, don't flip me off. That hurts my feelings. Sweet. So Gabby committed a crime, but it's not a normal crime. She didn't kill anyone or steal something. It's something normal, like brushing your teeth or something like that. What did she do?
Snuck into Father Machine's annual barbecue.
Oh my God. All right. Okay. So that's trespassing, I would say. So we'll get the location was at Father McShane's annual barbecue. What did she do at Father McShane's annual barbecue? Not a typical crime. What did you say? She vacuumed. Right. So the crime is Gabby vacuumed, and the location is Father McShane's annual barbecue, which we all know of. And then why did she do it? Having nothing to do with vacuuming, cleanliness.
He wore white after Labor Day.
What?
He wore white after Labor Day.
He wore white after Labor Day.
So is this a Labor Day?
It could be, or it could just be his annual barbecue that we all know about. We're all invited to. Cool. So let's remind the audience what everything is. So what is the crime Gabby committed?
She vacuumed.
She vacuumed, and then where did that take place?
At, of course, Father Machine's annual barbecue.
Great.
Which we were all invited to.
Yes.
Which we're all invited to. Gabby doesn't have to say that, but if she does, I'll do this. And then why did she do it?
Because Father McShane broke the #1 fashion rule and wore white after Labor Day.
Great. So they're gonna go through and interrogate her, and when she gets close to one of those answers, can we give her a little bit of a golf clap? Okay, like a little bit of a clap. Everyone do it. Yay! And then she'll be like, okay, I'm doing good. And then when she gets it right, you go crazy, get really loud, and practice that right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, there she is. Hello.
You did something and it offended the Constitution and the other.
Despicable.
Maybe
I did it.
Give her a
What's it to you?
Go.
What's it to you?
You have a seat now, sugar, okay? Me and Officer Grumpy, we're going to take care of him.
You're all right. I don't know about the other one. Yeah?
Go easy, please.
That's enough saying it? You are the single worst person I have ever met in my entire life, and I have met hundreds of individuals.
That's a terrible question to ask.
Thank you so much. You know, I'm gonna despicable. I mean, what would possess a person to think of doing this particular crime? Like, what is this crime that is so terrible that only this criminal mastermind? Thank you.
Now, sugar, don't pay attention to Officer Grumpy here. She's having a sucky day.
Been a very bad day. Very bad.
We all have them. It's okay.
It's not okay.
Just take a deep breath.
My breathing is shallow, and you know that. Let's get on with the interrogation, please.
You know, like... That's close, that's close. Pretend you're a common household appliance. Are you feeling better? You feeling better? Can we keep going
I
with
feel
the
like I put all of the dust that is my emotion in the proper place. But what you did was putting dust in its proper place at the worst possible time that an individual could ever take dust from a floor via suction and put it in a chamber somewhere.
I had to vacuum my floor.
Oh, very good, you're doing great. I'm so proud of you.
It's not great to confess to committing a crime.
Yes.
I guess for
I'm
us.
still proud of you. Either way, it's a good day. We're doing great.
But what's even worse than what? Than doing inappropriate vacuuming.
Sure, it was late at night. People were
It
trying
was
to...
not late at night. It was the early evening time, a continuation of a daytime celebratory event.
Big sunset, we were just cracking open some cold ones with the rest of my fathers and bros. Fathers and brothers.
I am hot like coal right now. My rage is just coal hot. You could grill meat off of me. Grill it.
She's just steeping.
Grill meat off of me. Grill meat off of me. What you do to me?
Officer Grumpy, please. I'm not here for just gonna skewer you.
Oh, God, I'll confess to anything just to get for a minute. You were trying to have a police officer barbecue together for the 4th of July.
The date is unimportant.
It's not unimportant.
Until later.
Sure, but we had a gracious host this evening, which is why this crime is especially heinous, and then near and dear to all of our hearts, to whomst this barbecue belongs.
The single most mortal man to ever grace this good earth, and you had to ruin his external celebratory event that included grilling meats, among other things, and that took place as part of a religious annual institution. And the man who committed it.
Dial it back now, Officer Grumpy. What would your father and the president say? Just dial it back.
I'm gonna just chant the sacred words. I can tell where you're from with the shaking of your hand. I am among the 2%ers in this town.
Oh?
Bernie Sanders?
If only we could get Bernie Sanders is so far away. This man, we hold this man in our hearts, in our prayers.
How about this? What does the lovely childhood game of stickball mean to you? Do you know of anybody who played stickball as a child growing up somewhere north of here.
Jesus, Mary, and I wish I could remember that. This is what crime does. This is what crime does to a man's brain after 30 years on the police force. Suspects like you.
Joe Biden was having a barbecue.
Again, I wish.
I think you're less political, but more moral, one might say.
More
how this
moral, and it's
barbecue.
really a shame. I mean, a shame.
It's a talk about a Freudian slip. I wish, that makes me so hungry. I wish we could go to McDonald's and talk about that more. But we can't because.
You're doing great, you felon. You're doing great.
You got to barbecue?
Yeah, sure. From prison. So you
Fine.
vacuumed at Father McShane's barbecue.
But what I can't figure out is how such a good man ever did anything to you that would make you want to turn against him at his annual event
What
that we
offense?
all, even us cops, who were Fordham undergrads, get to go to every year.
List is
Why?
long, so you're gonna have to.
Why?
You being a grill again, or is this a different?
This is a different motif, but man, I wish I would not be committing what Father McShane, you may have perceived that he had done at the time of grilling with all of those sauces and meat juices that could fly up at me at any given moment, as I did not have a Tide-to-Go pen on my person at the time in question.
How sustained, you know? Which is why you never do this thing.
I mean, if he did it, it's okay, but obviously our criminal didn't think it was fashionable for him to do this.
Clearly not.
Clearly not, and I don't get it! My throat hurts, so I'm going to speak into a lower
I've got a
register.
The halls for your throat, Officer Grumpy.
I've just been working so hard. All this labor is really taking a
Yeah.
toll.
Only we had a day.
Shane,
Yes.
who I hate.
For some reason, you criminal.
Because, you know what? I'll tell you why.
Oh,
You want me
yes.
to do it? Are you ready for me to
Please do.
confess?
I'm all ears.
He was wearing white after Labor Day.